Live from Petco Park on a beautiful night, this is Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Clayton Richard, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, lefty Clayton Richard, this guy's been around for a long time. Not an overpowering guy from the left side. At one time, he was in the low to mid-90s, but he consistently sits 92, 93, has the big overhand curveball, will mix in a straight changeup. The key to Clayton Richard, getting the fastball over for strikes to get a chance to use the off-speed stuff.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Hit back up the middle, and this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
In now, Tommy Pham. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike two. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's 1 for 5. Ready on 1 and 2. And another foul ball. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Fowler, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-1 home. Runners on the move for second. Line drive to center field. Margot is there, 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Power, his changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. Not close. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. A bare hand for one. On to first, a double play. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Digging in now for San Diego, Eric Hosmer. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And that misses 2-2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Padres go down quietly. Still no score. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Villanueva. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. This one's down to third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Ready now, Jose Pirela. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Villanueva aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And that'll bring in Carlos Isuaje. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting seventh, the shortstop.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Freddie Galvis. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's a .333 hitter. He also has one home run. Here it comes on 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 18, Carlos.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Carlos Martinez. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. A base hit in his first trip. Third inning, no score to this point. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
The 3-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next to the plate for the Padres, Rafi Lopez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now the 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Batting ninth, Edgar.
The pitcher, Clayton Richard, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number one in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And now squaring is Richard as he gets the bunt down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manuel Margot. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Digging in to try it again, Franchy Cordero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scored. And a relay to the...
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Fowler. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Ready for another chance? Christian Villanueva. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. The 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit out towards second. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Striding in once again, Jose Pirela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Pham moving in. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting, second baseman, Carlos.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Asuaje. And they're runners at the corners now. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. 3 innings complete. Padres lead it 5-0. So striding in, Tommy Pham. First time up, he went down looking.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Tommy Pham goes down to become the first out here in the 4th.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And Carpenter will reach as that misses for ball 4.
This is only their 2nd base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Three and 1 to the Cardinals' left fielder. Carpenter stands at first with 1 out. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. And he's safe.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina. This is line to left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Padres 5 and the Cardinals 1. Into the box, Rafi Lopez. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box, Clayton Richard. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. 3-1 now as that misses down and in. Manuel Margot waits on deck. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Grounded back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Manuel Margot. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Pham racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
And that'll bring up Franchy Cordero. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High pop up. Wong is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. They lead this one, though, 5-1. The next to bat for St. Louis, Paul DeYoung, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. takes this the other way to right. Cordero is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, Colton Wong. 2-1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. This is pulled into right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Jed Jerko will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Jed Jerko.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Hit in the air out to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for St. Louis, number 65.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field. Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Ready once again, Christian Villanueva. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hosmer on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Stepping in now, Jose Pirela. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back safely. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Here's another 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
You can do it.
Count still full, 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Dexter Fowler now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Come on, Pop.
Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3. And he struck him out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. He stays alive, still 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Matt Carpenter.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Into the box, Matt Carpenter. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, Marcell Ozuna. Hit back up the middle. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Cordero sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Cards strand a couple. They're down 5-1. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Asuaje. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Drilled down the line. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie.
Digging in once again, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming on is Fowler into a slide as he makes a great basket catch. So that was a beautiful sliding catch for sure. So worth another look with Show Track. And I think it's evident that the excellent route efficiency up in the high 90s was the main reason he was able to get to that one. Into the box now, Rafi Lopez. A ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot to third, and Carpenter able to take it in. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Back here at Petco Park, Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Ready for another shot now, Jose Martinez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hard hit ball to second. Asuaje moving to his right. Throw gets him 2 down.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand down. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And now pitch on the way. Left side, but well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clayton Richard. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Manuel Margot will be next. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Manuel Margot. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Fly ball right down the line and left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, right fielder, Franchi.
Digging in now for San Diego, Franchi Cordero. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric.
So striding forward now, Eric Hosmer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here it comes on 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Standing in now, Christian Villanueva. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now in the box, Jose Pirela. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Margot on third. Cordero over at second. Villanueva at first. 2 out in the inning. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Pods leave them loaded. They're up 5-1. Greg Garcia is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
35, Greg Garcia.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Dexter Fowler. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 3-2 pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. The 3-2 one more time. Count remains full. Line towards center field. Margot is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Pham. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Padres 5 and the Cardinals 1. Luke Gregerson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
44, Luke Gregerson.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Asuaje. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready on 1 and 2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
The batter, number 13, shortstop.
Ready once again, Freddie Galvis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In now, Rafi Lopez. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher.
Chase Headley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Richard, number 12, Chase Headley.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 6-1.
Center fielder, number 7, Manuel Margot.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. It was a walk in his last trip. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. The 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. And there's ball 2 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. We played 8 full. It's the Padres 6 and the Cardinals 1. Craig Stammen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Craig Stammen.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 1 for 2.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Stammen offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. high fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Here's Marcell Ozuna. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shot down the first baseline, and Hosmer won't be able to get a glove on it. It's a fair ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina, and he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Jose Martinez. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ozuna on second, Martinez on at first with 2 down. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion.